No, I'm not. Boys over here.
Oh. Where's this team from?
The white team?
Yeah.
Scott County, Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Vero Beach, Florida, Jackie Robinson Training Complex. Scott County versus the Masters Academy Patriots. Nate Downey, the first batter, hits that ball into left field. Tyler Wanda was headed under it for out number 1. Downey flies out to left field for out number 1. The infield for Scott County, Garrett Sparks at first, Will Rose at second, Goldfields at shortstop, Parker Dotson at third base, Tyler Wands in left field, Justin Stevenson in center field, Carson Murray in right field. Behind the plate for Scott County is Duncan Stevens, and on the mound is the senior, Sebastian Arden, number 1. Now batting for the Patriots is number 4, JT McLaughlin. First pitch is fouled off down the first base line. McLaughlin comes into this game with a .459 batting average, a .533 on-base percentage. Here's the second pitch from Arden. That ball is fouled back out of play. 0-2 is now the count. McLaughlin with 13 stolen bases, 13 RBIs. Here's the 0-2 from Arden. Ball is grounded to shortstop Fields. He takes a knee, throws it across, and then Sparks stretches for it. And McLaughlin will be safe at first base. With a runner on first base, that brings up number 2, Joseph Solano, for the Masters Academy. Here's the first pitch to Solano. Outside, ball 1. Arden throws to Sparks to pick off, and Downey is picked off at first base. That is out number 2, the top of the first inning. Sebastian Arden throws over to get out McLaughlin. Joseph Solano, the batter. As ball 2, low and away. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 2-1 is called ball 3, low. Count now 3 balls, 1 strike. Scott County has 2 outs down. The pitch from Arden. Grounded back up the middle. Arden goes for it. He misses it. Goldfields fields it at second base, and throw across the Sparks is in time for out number 3 of the top of the first inning. Masters Academy scores 0 runs on no hits. No runners left on base. The score is still 0-0. We'll be right back. For the bottom of the first inning, this is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. And the 2-1 is hit short, and Solano, the catcher, will throw it to first base Thompson. That James comes in from third base, and he'll dive head first. Put another run on the board for the Cardinals. So with 2 outs down, that brings up number 25, Parker Dotson for Scott County. Parker comes in this game with 11 at-bats on 3 runs scored, 2 hits, and a 1.82 batting average. First pitch is grounded to Sufo, second base. He fields it, throws it to Thompson. That will be out. Number 3 of the bottom of the first inning. To the bottom of the first inning, Scott County scores 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. The score: Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the top of the second inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We're back at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy. Scott County leads 4-0. This is the top of the second inning. Sebastian Arden still the pitcher on the mound for Scott County. Up to bat for the Patriots is Jacob Codgreave. He's number 3. First pitch is called strike 1. Second pitch, swinging and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2, and it's ball 1 high. Two balls, 1 strike. And that pitch will hit Codgreave in the helmet. He'll take first base. That brings up number 12, Luke Bona. Bona has 19 hits so far this season, .628 on-base percentage, and a 5.43 batting average. First pitch of his at-bat today is fouled off and caught by Steven Sketcher. The 0-1 is hit to field at shortstop. He slides forward and unable to make the catch. That moves up Codgreave to second, and Luke Bona now on first. Now batting is number 20, Colton Thompson. Arden delivers. Swinging a miss, strike 1. Stevens fakes the throw down to first base to keep Bona near the back. 0-1. Ball one outside. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Martin. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the first out at the top of the second inning. That brings up number 34, Landon Alford. Alford steps into the box. He waits the first pitch of his first at bat of this game. And it's called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. It's outside and called ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch from Martin. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out down. Arden comes set. Now he delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Arden.
Good job, Seabass.
And now batting for the Masters Academy is number 10, Jacob Higgins. His first at bat of the game today. First pitch is outside. Ball 1.
I want to drive, 10. Let's go.
Here is the 1 ball, no strike pitch from Martin. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One ball, one strike to count. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled off and it's out of play. Cotgreve, the runner on second base. Bona, the runner on first for Masters Academy. Here's the 1-2 from Martin. It's low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 from Martin. That's low and outside. Ball 3 gets away from catcher Duncan Stevens, and the Patriots base runners will move up 1 base. Now 2 runners in scoring position.
Hey, fast hands. Let's go.
3 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Arden now steps back onto the mound. And now he delivers a 3-2. That ball is hit to second baseman Will Rose. He fields it and throws it to Sparks at first base. He has to come off the bag, but he's able to tag out Higgins for out number 3 of the top of the second inning. After the top of the second inning, Masters Academy scores no runs on no hits, 1 Scott County error, and 2 runners are left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy. The score after 1.5 innings is Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. Up to bat for Scott County is number 22, Tyler Wands. This game with 11 at-bats, 2 runs scored on 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a 1.82 batting average. First pitch of this at-bat is called strike 1. The pitch. Ball is hit into left center field. Baker charging in, and he makes that catch for out number 1 of the bottom of the second inning. Now, up to bat for Scott County is number 9, Colt Fields, playing shortstop today. The ball's hit right back up the middle at McLaughlin. He picks the ball up and throws it to Thompson at first base for out number 2. Now Scott County back to the top of the lineup, Justin Stevenson. As Solano, the catcher, goes out and checks up on McLaughlin. McLaughlin says he's okay. Justin Stevenson now the batter for Scott County. He walked in his first at-bat. Now he's in the box for his second. 2 outs are down here in the bottom of the second inning. That's low and away, ball 1. Ball is popped up and fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. That's ball 2, low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And swing and a miss, strike number 2 on Stevenson. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Ball is hit to Kufo at second base, and it gets under his glove, and Stevenson will reach first on an error. That brings up number 1, Sebastian Arden for Scott County. He walked in his first at-bat as well. Now we'll take a practice swing and step into the box for his second at-bat of the game. First pitch is ball 1 outside, and Solano goes down to Thompson at first base. Stevenson able to get back to the bag in time. Here's the 1-0. Stevenson goes for second base. It's ball 2, and Stevenson will slide into second base safe. Runner in scoring position. Last pitch was ball 2 outside. Here's the 2-0. And that is ball 3 high. Here's the 3-0. And that is called strike 1 on Arden.
Take Seabass.
Here is the 3-1 from McLaughlin. The ball is popped up. Sufo is called off by Bona, the right fielder. And he makes that catch for out number 3 of the bottom of the second inning. After the bottom of the second inning, Scott County scores no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner is left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida, Scott County versus the Masters Academy Patriots. After 2 full innings, the score is Scott County 0, Masters Academy 0. Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. Up to bat is number 14, Peyton Baker. First pitch is ball 1 outside. And second pitch is ball 2 low. Sebastian Arden still the pitcher for Scott County. He's got 2 strikeouts, 29 pitches. And that is ball 3 inside. 3 balls, no strikes is the count. Baker shows the bunt. He'll pull back. And it is called strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And it's called strike 2. 3-0, now 3-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Baker strikes out looking.
We're back, Seabass.
That brings up the top of the lineup for the Patriots. Number 8, Nate Downey. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch of his second. It's fouled off. Here is the 0-1 from Arden. It's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count with 1 out down. Here's the pitch. It's called strike 2. Right along the outside edge of the plate. Downey is the left-handed batter. Here's the 1-2. It's ball 2. It bounces. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Now Arden delivers the pitch. Ball is hit to Rose at second base. He fields it and throws it to Garrett Sparks at first base for out number 2 of the top of the 3rd inning. And brings up number 4, JT McLaughlin. He reached first after a ground ball to shortstop, and then he was picked off for out number 2. Now he steps into the box for a second at bat of the game. It's called strike 1 on the outside corner of the plate. Arden steps onto the rubber now, and he delivers the 0-1, and it will hit McLaughlin. He takes first base, and in to run for McLaughlin, the pitcher, is number 11, Rocky Cantu. Duncan Stevens talks to Sebastian Arden, the pitcher. That brings up number 2. Number 2, Joseph Solano. He grounded out to shortstop in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit down the right field line, but it will be fouled off out of play. Cantu, the runner on first. The pitch. And another ground ball to Rose at second base. The throw to Sparks in time to get Scott County out of the top of the 3rd inning. After the top of the 3rd inning, Masters Academy scores no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy after 2.5 innings. Scott County leads 4-0 up to bat For the Cardinals is number 2, Will Rose. He grounded out to shortstop in his last at-bat. Brought in one of the 4 runs Scott County scored in the first inning. Here is first pitch of his second at-bat. It's called strike 1.
Go, Willie.
Here's the 0-1. And it's called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes is quickly the count. Here's the pitch. And it's outside, ball 1. The 1-2. And Rowe was able to stay alive with the foul ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is the 1-2. They sit down the first baseline. Thompson slides for it. And McLaughlin comes from the mound to cover first base. And Rose dives head first into first base. And he'll be called out. It's out number 1 of the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that brings up number 28, Duncan Stevens. He hit a line drive triple to right center field in his first at-bat. First pitch of his second at-bat is called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. They will appeal to the first base umpire. He say that Duncan did not go. So that's ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Ball 2 gets away from Solano, the catcher.
Not at all.
2 balls and 1 strike now to count. Here is the pitch. Ball 3 high. Here is the 3-1 to Stevens. Hit right back up the middle, and Sufo at second base able to go over and catch that ball in the air for out number 2. So with 2 outs down, Scott County brings to the plate number 14, Seth Jean. He hit a triple to right center field in his first at-bat. Here is the first pitch of his second at-bat. It's low and outside, ball 1. The 1-0. And it's called strike 1. Here's the 1-1 from McLaughlin. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 3. After the bottom of the 3rd inning, Scott County scores no runs on no hits, no errors, and no runners are left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We are back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida, for Scott County versus Masters Academy. Scott County still leads 4-0. Sebastian Arden stays on the mound for Scott County. He's got 44 pitches and 3 strikeouts through 3 innings. To bat for the Patriots is number 3, Jacob Cotgreave. He was hit by the pitch in his first at-bat. First pitch of his second at-bat is fouled down the third base line. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here is the 0-2 from Arden. And it's ball 1 high. The batter, Jacob Cotgreave, will call time and step out of the box. Now he steps back into the box and awaits the 1-2 pitch from Arden. Swing and a miss, strike 3. With 1 out down, up to bat for the Masters Academy is number 12, Luke Bona. He reached first on an error by the shortstop in his first at-bat. Now he is stepping into the box for his second at-bat of the game. Here is the first pitch of his second at-bat from Arden. And it'll bounce in front of the plate. That's ball 1. The 1-0. And that ball is fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch. Hit right back to Arden on the mound. He runs towards first base and the underhand flips it to Sparks at first. And that will be out number 2 of the top of the 4th inning. So with 2 outs down, number 20, Colton Thompson, comes to the plate for the Patriots. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch of the second at-bat. That ball is popped straight back and out of play. 0-1 now, the count early. Here is the pitch from Arden. And a check swing from Thompson. Home plate umpire says he did go. The count 0-2. 2 outs down. Here is the 0-2 from Arden. And that is ball 1. It bounced in a left-handed batter's box. And Scott County catcher Duncan Stevens able to block it up. Arden sets back onto the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he spikes that ball again. 2-2 is the count. Duncan Stevens exchanging his balls with the home plate umpire. And here is the 2-2 pitch from Arden. And it will be called ball 3 high. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs down. The pitch. And Thompson stays alive with the foul ball. The count is still full. Here's the pitch from Arden. And he will bounce that pitch. Thompson will take first base.
Go 3-4.
That brings up number 34, Landon Alford. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat of the game. Here's the first pitch of his second at bat. It's ball one. Low.
Come on, Landon.
Here is the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Like you mean it, dude.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Thompson, the runner, on first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Come on, Landon.
Here's the 1-2. And it's called strike three. Alford strikes out looking for out number 3 of the top of the 4th inning. The Patriots score no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 runner is left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk.
They put one in Fort Pierce right next to the Starbucks.
We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex. For the bottom of the 4th inning, Scott County leads 4 to Masters Academy 0.
No, I'm fine. I am fine.
There you go. 2 balls, no strikes is the count. Hits that ball into right field. Bona comes charging in, and Sufo, the second baseman, will make the catch for out number 1. Joined here by Mr. Pryor, so tell us a little about yourself.
Jay is the pitching coach, is my son. We've been following him for years since played travel ball.
Parker Dotson, the batter for Scott County. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Number 20, Colton Thompson is the new pitcher for the Patriots. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1. It's ball 2, high and away. Here's the 2-1 to Dotson. It's called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. It is fouled off down the third baseline. Here's the 2-2. It bounces. That's ball 3. Count now full for Parker Dotson. Here's the 3-2. Ball is hit to Sufo, the second baseman. The throw to Thompson at first is in time. That will be out number 2 of the bottom of the 4th inning. That brings up number 22, Tyler Wands for Scott County. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat of the game. Now he's in the box for his second at-bat of the game. First pitch, ball 1 outside. It's ball 2, low and inside. Here's the 2-0. It's called strike 1. The 2-1. And it's called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's the 2-2. And it's called strike 3. Wands will strike out looking to end the 4th inning. After the bottom of the 4th inning, Scott County scores no runs on no hits, no errors by the Patriots, and no Scott County base runners are left. The score, Scott County 4, Patriots 0. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We are back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Jacob Higgins, the batter for Masters Academy. First pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Are you doing recording this or something?
Higgins hit that ball into right field, and Carson Murray able to make the catch out there. That's out number 1 of the top of the 5th inning. Now batting for Masters Academy is number 14, Peyton Baker. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch is swing and a miss, strike one. That's swing and a miss, strike two. No balls and 2 strikes is the count. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's out. Number 2 of the top of the 5th inning. Ms. Pryor, what do you think about Sebastian's pitching so far this game? 6 strikeouts.
Really well. A couple of hit batters, but other than that, he's done really well.
The batter now, top of the lineup, number 8, Nate Downey. First pitch is called strike one on the outside corner. Downey flew out to left field in his first at-bat and then grounded out to second base in his second. The 0-1 is fouled off. He's down 0-2.
This is probably the best I've ever seen Sebastian pitch in a game.
Here is the 0-2. That's ball one, high and away. The 1-2 for Martin. It's low. It'll be ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count with 2 outs down. Here is the 2-2. That ball is popped up, fouled, out of play. Downey stays alive with 2 strikes on him. Here is the 2-2 for Martin. It's low. Ball 3. Here is the 3-2. Ball's hit down the first baseline, and it will be called fouled. Hit in the box. The count's still full. And here's the pitch from Arden. Ball's hit into center field. Stevenson tracking back, and he settles under that ball for out number 3 of the top of the 5th inning. After the top of the 5th inning, Masters Academy scores no runs on no hits. No runners left on base, and Scott County has no errors. The score, Scott County 5, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. Up to bat for Scott County is number 9, Colt Fields. Grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. First pitch of his second at-bat is called strike 1. The 0-1, it's called strike 2. Fields now down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. It's out number 1 at the bottom of the 5th inning. Now Scott County back to the top of the lineup, number 8, Justin Stevenson. He walked in his first at-bat and then reached first on an error by the second baseman in his second at-bat. Here is the first pitch of his third at-bat. And it's a ball 1 that'll get away from Solano, the catcher. For 1-0. It'll be called strike 1. The 1-1. And it'll bounce, and that'll be ball 2. The 2-1. And it is called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes is now the count. Stevenson, the batter for Scott County. Thompson, the pitcher for Masters Academy. The pitch. And that is called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Cardinals. That brings up number 1, Sebastian Arden.
2 batters up and 2 batters down, 2 outs right away.
Sebastian walked in his first at-bat and flew out to right field in the second. His first pitch of his third at-bat. It bounces and gets away from Solano, the catcher. 1-0 is the count. And it's called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. And it'll be ball 2. Here is the 2-1. And it's called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count with 2 outs down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Two, and it is ball 3. So the count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Thompson. The ball is hit into left field. Baker charging in, and he will miss that ball, and Arden will slide headfirst into second base. He'll be safe. Coming in to run for Sebastian Arden, number 7, Keegan Hurt. Now batting for Scott County, number 2, Will Rose. Grounded out to shortstop in his first at-bat. Then grounded out to first base his second. First pitch of his third at-bat is a foul tip caught by Solano, the catcher. And that pitch will hit Will, so he'll take first base. That brings up number 28, the catcher, Duncan Stevens. He hit a triple to right center field in his first at-bat and lined out up the middle to the second baseman in his second at bat. Now he makes his way to the plate for his third at bat of the game. First pitch, ball is popped up. Donut charging in from right field, and he will call the ball and make the catch. That's out number 3 of the bottom of the 5th inning. Scott County scores no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 runners are left on base to score. After 5 complete innings, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back. For the top of the 6th inning, this is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk.
So how long does your power bank last?
It'll last probably like a full game and maybe half of another one.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's pretty good.
So do you get confused when you're going back and forth on everything?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Especially when I try to do like the count.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to do.
I'm surprised they haven't called this game yet.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what he was trying to do this last inning.
Yeah. I was gonna cover all those plugs. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy. Scott County leads 4-0. Top of the 6th inning. Sebastian Arden still on the mound for Scott County. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk so far. And up to bat for the Patriots is number 4, JT McLaughlin. Hit a ground ball to shortstop. He reached on a bad throw, and then he was hit by the pitch in the second at-bat. Here is his third at-bat of the game. And it'll be ball 1 low. It'll be ball 2 low. And that pitch is called strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Arden. Hit right back up the middle. Fields will make the play on it. Throw across to first. Sparks is in time for out number 1 of the top of the 6th inning. That brings up number 2, Joseph Solano. Grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat. Grounded out to second base in the second at bat of the game. Here is his third at bat of the game. Called strike one. The 0-1. That ball is popped up, and it is fouled over the Masters Academy dugout down the first base line. 0-2 is the count. Here is the pitch. It is hit right over Will Rose's head on second base, and Carson Murray, the right fielder, will meet Justin Stevenson in center field to pick up that ball. Solano will single. Brings up number 3, Jacob Cotgreave. He is hit by the pitch in his first at bat. Struck out swinging in his second. Here is the first pitch of his third. So Arden comes set. It's ball one low. No balls and one strike is the count. Arden checks Solano at first, and he comes set and delivers. It'll be ball one outside. One ball, one strike is the count. Here's the 1-1. It's fouled off. One ball and two strikes is the count. Arden will come set. And now he'll deliver the 1-2. Ball's hit the field at shortstop. He steps on second base, and he will throw to first base. And he'll be safe at first, but no get out at second base. So with 2 outs down, Massillon Academy brings up number 12, Luke Bona. Reached first on an error by the shortstop, and grounded out back to the pitcher in his second at bat. Arden goes to Sparks, try to pick off Cutgrove at first base, though not in time. Here is first pitch to Luke Bona. Shows the bunt. And Cotgreve is caught down in a rundown, and Sparks will throw it to shortstop, Court Fields, and Cotgreve able to get back to first base in time. Sparks threw it over Will Rose's head. Cotgreve remains at first base. Luke Bona still the batter. No balls, and one strike is the count. Here's the 0-1 from Arden. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here is the 0-2. That ball is fouled out of play down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes still to count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. After the top of the 6th inning, Masters Academy scores no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. The score, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We are back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy Patriots. Scott County leads 4-0. Up to bat for Scott County is number 14, Seth Jean. He tripled on a fly ball to right center field in his first at bat, then struck out swinging in his second. Here is the first pitch of his third at bat of the game. And it's called strike 1. The 0-1. And it's called strike 2. Gene now down early, 0-2. He'll call time and step out of the box. He makes his way back into the box. He awaits the 0-2 from Thompson. Here's the 0-2. And it's outside. It'll be ball 1. Rain coming down here in Florida. Play continues, turf field. The 1-2. And it'll be high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be out number 1 of the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up Garrett Sparks, number 4 for Scott County. Grounded out his first at bat and then flew out into shallow right field in his second at bat. Here is his third at bat of the game. It'll be called ball 1 high. That's ball 2 low. Two balls, no strikes. And it'll be ball 3 high. Here is the 3-0. And Sparks will take. It'll be called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. It'll be low. That'll be ball 4. Sparks will take first base. That brings up number 25, Parker Dotson for Scott County. Grounded out to second base in both of his at-bats today. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and it's called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count for Dodson. Thompson goes to first base to try to pick off. It's not in time. The 0-1, it's fouled off out of play. Thompson gets his sign from Solano, the catcher. Now he comes set. And he delivers the 0-2. It's high, ball 1. Solano throws to first base. And Sparks able to get back in time, avoid the back pick there. 1 ball and 2 strikes is now the count for Dodson, the Scott County batter. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2.
Let's go, no walks, let's go.
The 2-2. He's hit down the first baseline. Thompson slides for it. And the flip is not in time. Parker Dotson will beat out the play to first base. Sparks advances to second. And up to bat for Scott County's number 22, Tyler Wands. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Struck out looking in the second. Here is the first pitch of his third at-bat. Shows the bunt, and he'll pull back. It'll be called strike 1. Here is the 0-1. And Wands fouls that one off. He's now down no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 4 out. Number 2 of the bottom of the 6th inning. Now batting for Scott County is number 9, Colt Fields, playing shortstop. Ground out back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Struck out looking in the second. Sparks, the runner on second base. Dotson, the runner on first for the Cardinals. Solano throws down to first base, and Dotson able to get back in time. Pitch was ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, the count. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 2.
Right at him, Jake.
Here is the 2-0 from Thompson. It'll bounce. That's ball 3. Sparks will take third base, and Parker Dotson will move up to second base. Cardinals now with 2 runners in scoring position. Thompson comes to home plate. Exchange baseballs with the home plate umpire. Three balls and no strikes is the count. 2 outs down. Bottom of the 6th inning. And that is called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now the count. Here's the 3-1. And it is outside. That'll be ball 4. And Coalfield makes his way to first base. Bases are now loaded. Scott County back to the top of the lineup. Number 8, Justin Stevenson. First pitch of Stevenson's 4th at bat of the game. It's high, ball 1. The 1-0. It's called strike 1, and Solano will jog out to the mound. Talk to Thompson, the pitcher. One ball and 1 strike is the count. Stevenson now steps back into the box. Thompson gets his sign from Solano, the catcher. Now here comes set. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Here is the 1-2. That ball is popped straight up. Thompson calling for it. Left side under. He'll catch that for out number 3 of the bottom of the 6th inning. So, after the bottom of the 6th inning, Scott County scores no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. The score after 6 complete innings, Scott County 4, Masters Academy 0. We'll be right back. Right back with the top of the 7th inning. This is Scott County Baseball on Connor Sports Talk. We're back here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex, Vero Beach, Florida. Scott County versus Masters Academy. Scott County leads after 6 innings, 4-0. Up to bat for the Patriots is number 20, Colton Thompson. Struck out in his first at-bat, walked in his second. Here's the first pitch of his third. Swinging and miss, strike one. The new pitcher for Scott County is number 22, Tyler Wans. He replaces Sebastian Arden. Arden pitching 6 innings with 6 strikeouts. The 0-1 is called strike 2. Here is the 0-2. Ball is hit into left center field. Stevenson slides for it, and he will catch that. That will be out number 1 of the top of the 7th inning. That brings up number 34, Landon Alford. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat, struck out looking in his second. First pitch of his third at-bat from Wands. Down the first baseline, and it will be fair. Alfred rounds first, and he will stop on second base for a stand-up double. That brings up number 10, Jacob Higgins. Grounded out to second base in his first at-bat, then flew out to right field in his second at-bat. Here is the first pitch of his third at-bat. It's hit down third baseline. Dotson fields it, throws across the Sparks, is in time for out number 2. Alfred advances to third base, and that brings up number 9, Chase Bell. The pitch. It's ball 1 outside, gets away from Stevenson, the catcher, and that will bring in Landon Alford from third base for Masters Academy's first run of this game. The score now is Scott County 4, Masters Academy 1. 2 outs are down. Top of the 7th inning. Here is the 1-0 pitch from Wands. It's high, ball 2. 2-0 is the count. The 2-0 is called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Here is the pitch. Ball is popped up. Second baseman Rose calls for the ball, and he settles under it. That will be out number 3, and that ends the game for Scott County. Scott County wins. Final score 4-1. And again, the final score: Scott County 4, Masters Academy 1. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. Scott County back in action tomorrow afternoon with 2 games. You can listen to those games right here on the Connor Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Good night, everybody.